Hey guys, happy Friday. How is it going? Mike here with Imperial Tropicals. Hope everyone's doing well. We figured out the camera this week, thankfully. Last minute, it took me down at 11:59. I figured out how to rotate the camera back. So this week we will be landscape mode. Everyone will have most people will have a better viewing experience. Super busy day today, guys. It's Friday. We don't have a ton of orders going out. But what we did have was a Colombian order come in. Got a lot of cool fish. We'll look at some of them, but guys, just know I don't want to spend too much time on them because they're not going to be available for a while. We got to quarantine them, get them healthy, get them through medications and ready to ship. Um, Also, I'm going to show you the building. We got water in there, guys. We got water in the new building. So some tanks starting to get filled. There's a couple leaks here and there that we're working on plumbing wise, but new fish in the new warehouse. So that's super exciting. Fishy Chick, happy Friday. Here early. Davo, how's it going? Yove, happy Friday. Alan, how's it going? Waiting on the podcast and win a gift card. Yeah, so we'll be doing a gift card today like normal. We will be doing a $25 giveaway for Facebook users and YouTube users. We'll get to that. Julian, how's it going? Spinster, do you have female left-sided live bears? Spinster, we do. I don't know what we have available on the website right now. We breed those down on the other side of the farm. But if we do have some available, we definitely have males. We definitely have females. You guys can check out the cool fish behind me here. That's the 600-gallon show tank. Just for reference, guys, on height, kind of how big these tanks are. Um, I'm just barely taller than the tanks. I'm 5'10". So these tanks are really cool. I really like them. Um, so let's get into it, guys. I'm going to turn you guys around. Hello from Texas. How's it going, Big Junior? Um, Alan's going great. Looking forward to you every Friday. Well, thank you, Alan. I appreciate it. So let's turn around. Let's look at some fish. You guys have any requests? We'll go over them real quick. While I wait for any requests to come in, we will go over some of the sale items for this week. And also, I want to kind of show some of the peacocks and haps. We got a lot of, not a lot, but we got some restocking done this week. So we got some good looking fish in. So let's turn around here. And guys, this is awesome. I'm getting really quick at this, turning us around. I feel like StreamYard has updated, so it's making it really easy. So let's look at some of these guys. Here we got some zebra obliquidans. Not the most rare fish, but pretty cool fish. I love the different colors that they have, different pattern. Over here we got swallowtails that were just restocked. So there's the dominant male in the tank right now. He's looking really good. Let's see, right above, I'm really impressed with these guys. You can tell the dominant fish from the subdominant real quick, but we have the yellow Banga Sunshines here. Really, really good color. Moses, so that is a good question. Is the tanks custom built? So are those tanks custom built behind me? Yes, they are. They were custom built by a Florida local. Just for reference, there's 3 of them. So you got 1, 2, and 3. They're all 600 gallons, and they all have a 125-gallon sump underneath. Real quick, guys, he's not noticing, but we have the owner, got the man, Mike Drotti, right there hiding. If you guys all want to say shout out to Mike. But, all right, so here we got the OB peacocks. These were just restocked. They're looking really good. Spencer, the contest will start a little bit later in the stream. All you have to do is guess a number. So if you hold out another like 15 minutes, we will start the contest. And I'll go over the rules. As long as you're here and you guess, it's just a number guessing game. So here we have the saffron peacocks. Nice, nice bright yellow coloration, looking good. We got Chitande peacocks, so these are the males. We have a customer, guys, that he was kind of he ordered some 2 to 3 inch chitande. Just know if you order these guys, these are ours at 3 to 4 inches, and you see they're still not full colored. These guys get really nice, but it takes them a long time. These are a naturally occurring species, so they're not line bred or anything. But these guys are you're gonna have to wait until they get larger, because these are just naturally. This is just how they occur. So give these guys some time. You're gonna get a nice big blue and yellow fish, blue with a little bit of yellow fish. What I like about them is their egg spots. They have really prominent and bright egg spots. I think they're really cool. But that is the Chitande, the Alanacara Ethelwani. Let's see what else we got. We got Deepwater Hap restock, looking really good. And guys, if these are not on the website yet, they will be by the end of today. Um, we like to, even though they're coming from here, we still have them in a little bit of a quarantine period. We have some Star Sapphire males here. Some have a few chips here and there, but not chipping up all the way quite yet. You got your OB peacocks. I'm a big fan of the yellow ones here. So you got some nice yellow peacock, OB peacocks. Not typical coming out of our line, so that's pretty cool. So the white and black ones I showed earlier, I believe you're talking about this fish here, the zebra obliquitans. These are a Lake Victorian, I believe. I believe this is the fish, Steven. Is this what you were asking about? Let me know. Let's see. Right before the, where'd we leave off here? We got the Red Empress Sangabe. Oh, to the left of those. Okay. Those were the swallowtails. So right here in the swallowtails, there's the dominant male in the tank. The rest of them colored down. This is a species. If they're not like one of the more dominant fish in the tank, they will color down pretty dramatically. So, but just know this is what one of our dominant males would look like. So if they go into your tank and they're dominant, this is how they'll look. The deepwater haps. The deepwater haps are right here, guys. So these are the Placidochromis electra, also known as the deepwater hat. These guys are really nice. I'm a big fan of the deepwater haps. There you go. All right, let's see what else we got restocked. So we sold out. We didn't sell out, but we've been selling these guys, the German Ruby Reds. Some of the really stunning males sold the last couple days. But the other ones are starting to color up to take the place of the ones that we already sold. These Dragon Bloods, these were just brought up. This is a good example of why we quarantine our fish, even from within, moving them from area to area. See how they're all kind of hanging up top? So that tells us that something is not right. So what we'll do is pre-medicate these guys just to make sure they don't get sick. But that's why we don't put them up right away. But these guys are stunning color. Also, the other issue could just be that this guy is the dominant fish. I just saw him slowly go up after the other males. So I'm pretty sure this guy is keeping everybody else hiding. But as a precaution, we do try to quarantine everything. So you go. What was the? Oh, we just showed the Red Empress Sangabe a second ago, so they're right here. This is the male right now. Now this fish takes a long time. A lot of the Red Empress types, they have to get a little bit larger before they show full color. So keep that in mind. But they're looking really good. We got the OB Alis next door. Got your Gold Harbor Island the Gold Harbor Lethrinops down here. What else is looking really good, guys? Check this guy out. Look at this Eureka. This Eureka is really dark. He's got a little bit of a wound on his lip. He's been bullying everybody in the tank. You can see he's looking really, really nice, though. Look at that color. The contrast on that fish is really nice. But look at some of the other males, the ones that aren't as dominant. Look how red they are. They're really nice. So these are our Eureka Reds. And then let's see, you got your albino bangas or albino sunshines. And let's see what else is new. You got your Milana bicolors. This guy's got a lot of good contrast here. The yellow is very bright on him. So those are the bicolors, the Milana bicolor. If anybody's interested in those. So we got a pretty good restock this week, guys. I'm going to go over some of the sale items that'll be on sale this week. We might not directly look at them, but we'll see. We'll see how close we are, what's going on. Also, really quick, guys, to anybody who watches us, who are any of the employees or whatever, I just want to do a quick shout out to one of our retired employees. She came to visit the other day, yesterday, and she loaded us up with boxes. So shout out to Teresa. She retired from here. She hooked us up. She made a lot of boxes yesterday. It was really good to see her. So thank you to Teresa and Marion for helping us out there. So zebra obliquidens. So that first fish I showed today, the 1 to 2 inch zebra obliquidens will be on sale. Let me see if we have any over here. I may have walked right by the tank, guys. Let me see. Also, I don't want you guys to leave the stream, but no, actually, I'm not even going to mention that, guys. But let's see, D24. All right, so here you go. The smaller 1 to 2 inch zebra obliquidens. We got a bunch of these guys. Look at them. So these will be on BOGO next week. So we got the 1 to 2 inch zebra obliquidens on BOGO. Next we have the pearl cichlids, 1 to 2 inch. So the Geophagus brasiliensis. So those will be on sale. Let's go see how those are looking at the 1 to 2 inch size. Let's see what we got. All right, so these are on the larger side of the 1 to 2 inch, but here are the Geophagus brasiliensis, so they're closer to 2 inches. And these guys are a really, really, really pretty fish. They get pretty large though, and they're not very Geophagus-like. Here are some larger ones up here. These guys are like 3 to 4 inches, but they get really nice pearl patterns in their bodies. You can see why they get the name pearl cichlid. Right now, they're all kind of hiding in the back. Like most of these fish, they don't like when I shove the camera in their face. But so those will be on BOGO, the 1 to 2 inchers. And then next, this is a big one, guys. For you Synodontis keepers, we have the 1 to 2 inch Synodontis angelicus Eupterus hybrid. So the Angelicus Eupterus hybrid, 1 to 2 inch. We're going to have some of those on BOGO next week, so we can look at some of those. And then we'll go look at some assorted fancy guppies. All right, so here are the Eupterus Angelicus hybrids. All right, so there they are. We'll go look at the guppies, and actually, guys, the owner's over there by the guppy tank. I'll try to do it in a second when he walks away, but we'll go look at the guppies. Also, The light is out on the guppy tank, but we'll go try to look at him. All right, he's gone, so we'll go try to look at him. We'll see how the video comes out with them being in the dark. I don't have a flashlight today. Let's see. So this is the male tank. Oh, you guys can kind of see here. So back up for you guys. So there's a lot of different variations in this tank. Hi guys, I can see in the background there. But you see here a lot of reds, a lot of greens, like green bodies, red tails. There's some not many, but there's some blue tails in here. But a lot of everything right now has a lot of red tails. There's some really cool patterns going on in here too. So these are just throw-offs of our line bred stuff. So if you order from here, they all have really good genetics and potential to have like really, really cool patterns and colors. And then let's look at CPDs. These are one of my favorites. Probably my all-time favorite fish. They're a small fish, but they pack a little punch. A lot of color, a lot of cool behaviors. They look like little like rainbow trout to me. And as they get bigger, they just get more and more colorful. So they reach at just about an inch at full size. They're relatively easy to breed for anybody new in the hobby looking to breed something that lays eggs. And yeah, overall, guys, super cool fish, relatively hardy. All right, so let's keep going on with the sale items. Next is we got a Tanganyika in here. Pretty cool here. So these were all bred here. We have the Chilinachromis bifrenatus. So we're gonna go with the 2 to 3 inchers. So let's see. See if you guys don't freak out on me. It's okay, guys. You can all come out. But these guys get a nice, like, bright kind of yellow color as they get older. Not like super, super prominent bright yellow, but like they'll get like a patch towards their head, like the front half of their body gets a lot of yellow in them. They're really cool and pretty peaceful overall. They're not too aggressive. So Vito asked, can you mix Lake Victoria Africans with Lake Malawi? That's a good question. A lot of people will and a lot of people do, and they get away with it. Typically, it's fine. Just know that a lot of these Lake Victorians, like the SP44s and things like that, they don't get as big and they're not as, I would say they're not as territorial in my experience, so they're not going to fight as much. If Carly, if you have any other opinions, I'd like to hear that in the comments as well. But overall, I know a lot of people do it and it's usually fine. A lot of people use them in their mixed peacock and hap tanks. They are a hap. Most of them are haps. So they work just fine. But I say yes, but I know there's a lot of people, a lot of purists who might say no. But there's 1,000 ways to do things in this hobby. So Carly, if you want to let us know what you think in the chat, that would be great. Let's see where we're at for time, guys. We're at 20 minutes, all right, 18 minutes. So let's start our giveaway. We'll keep looking at some fish, keep answering questions. Let's set up on a tank and look at some fish. And we'll talk about the giveaway. So let's see here. What is a fish? Okay, guys, we're going to sit in front of this tank. Hopefully they cooperate. You guys can see them because I want to bring some light to this fish, guys. Really cool fish. Not talked about a lot. I'm going to just set the camera up and kind of relax here, and hopefully they will calm down. So let's talk about, first I'll tell you the fish, then we'll get into the contest. These guys are elongatus jewel spots. So these are Pseudotropheus elongatus jewel spots. They are a Mabuna. And if I can get one of these guys to relax for you and be able to see it, you guys are going to fall in love with them. All right, so Carly says it really depends on the species. She says, I would say you can mix them, but I wouldn't do Mabunas at all due to diet issues. Yes, I would agree with that, Carly, 100%. I would not mix Mabunas in with peacocks and haps. It gets difficult to feed them, and it just causes potential issues. So let's talk about the giveaway today, guys. So Spencer, I hope you're still here. Let me know in the comments really quick if you are. Shout out to Spencer. So the giveaway today, guys, it's going to be pick a number 1 through 150. There's going to be 2 winners, one through Facebook and one through YouTube. So only 1 guess per person. Please, 1 guess per person. Now, if you guess a number that somebody else had guessed right before you, please go ahead and guess again. Just so you know, if you're on Facebook, you only have to worry about other Facebook users' guesses, and if you're on YouTube, you only have to worry about other YouTube people's guesses. So the number is 1 through 250. Guess a number 1 through 250. One time only, 1 guess only, unless you accidentally guessed what somebody else previously did before you, then guess one more time. So good luck to everybody. This is for a $25 gift card to our website. And just so you know, all of our stipulations for ordering still pertain. So we still ask that you spend $50 after all discounts to ship. And we ask that you can only use like one type of discount at a time. So if you're using the $25 off, you're not going to be able to stack with something else. Barbara, great question. And yes, actually today we just did get some new Aspidoris in. So for you guys who are not familiar with Aspidoris and Corey's too, we did get another new Corey in as well. But they're not going to be available. Actually, we're probably going to keep them for breeders. So we did get some Aspidoris. I think it's Maculatus in today. And we got the Ornate Brokies in today. So the Brokies Ornatus or the Ornate Corey, if you're still using the old names. So yeah. And if you're just joining, guys, we are doing the giveaway. So feel free to join in the comments. Guess one number, one time, 1 through 250. And the winner will be whoever's closest without going over. So if you went over, you're automatically going to be missed out. Now, if the number's like a low number and everyone guessed higher, then that's the only time we will go with the guess that's closest that's higher. So just keep that in mind as well. Hopefully that makes sense. Unfortunately, guys, these fish are not cooperating. They are all trying to hide in the back. They're not liking the camera. But these guys, highly recommend. One's about to stick his face out of this tube. I love the electric blue color with the black bodies of the dominant males. There is a male trying to sneak in and out of here. We'll see if he comes back. I think he backed all the way back into the tube, though. The second I moved the camera, guys, they all darted to the back. They started to come out over here, and I slightly moved. But if you guys don't know about this fish, Google them. They look as good as the photos do on Google. Jet black males with blue highlights that just like look like electric blue in coloration. As soon as I back out, these guys start to come out. It's really frustrating. But yeah, check these guys out. So Araguaia dwarfs Acaras, guys, I think we're sold out of those. I'm gonna have to check inventory, but I'm pretty sure we're sold out of the Araguaia. But we can see, we'll check the 2 locations Carly provided. G5 and L16. So we do have one little guy in this tank. He's being used as, he's hiding under the driftwood. You're not going to be able to see him. We're using him to clean up scuds in the tank. So there is one in here. Let's check out L16, see if there's any over there. But I do believe yesterday we had sold out. Let's do one quick little check, and we are out. All right, so we are in the new area of the new fish. So um, let's check some of these out, guys. This is gonna be. I just want to start this out. I'm gonna turn this around, guys. I need your attention, please. Whether you're watching live, you're watching after, just please, 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 please. Now, these fish just came in. I mean, like 10 minutes ago. Like right before this feed started, guys, I just got the last of these fish put away. So a couple things to think of. One, these aren't going to be available for several weeks. Why? We run them all through a quarantine process. They all get dewormed, and they all get antibiotics and salt if they need it. Most of them, all of them get salt for sure. Now, if they need the antibiotics from shipping, they definitely get that. But just know these are not going to be available. It's going to be a while. Some of them might just end up being breeders. So I just saw some fish that really caught my eye. I'm going to show you guys them too. So please note that these are not going to be available yet. So don't please don't like just keep asking when they're going to be available. But you'll see them when they are. So here we go. These guys didn't just come in. These guys just caught my eye. These are the red turquoise discus. I do believe we're keeping these for breeders. They're looking pretty good. But let's look at some of these new fish. And let's see. So these guys are the golden vampire plecos. Got one right there up front. Got a pile of them down here in the corner. Some in the back there. So these are the golden vampires. Pretty excited to see these guys. I haven't seen them before. Mel, what angels are you specifically asking for? So I know we got black angels in. We have some blue blushing angels. We have smaller sizes on the marbles and koi angels. We have some assorted veil-tail angels and just regular assorted angels. So what any specific angel you're looking for, let me know. All right, so those are the golden vampires. What else did we get, guys? I'm just going to show a couple. I'm not going to show them all. Just because, guys, you never know, and I don't want to get the office guys bombarded with questions. I'm excited about these. These are the L24 red fin cactus plecos. So these are a pseudocanthus. Zen, that is a good question. So a lot of these things are going to be, I don't know if they're available to you guys in the form that we get them in, but we get them in bulk from the Florida Fish Farmers Co-op. So we have a lot of access to a lot of medications, but what we do is we run them all through depending on what we see on the fish is what depends on which dewormer we use. So Prazi Pro is a big one we use, and Levamisol is another one we use a lot of. There's also several others that we use, but it's less common. So there's other dewormers, but those are the two main ones. And then also we like to use salt. Salt is huge. It does a lot. It's easy on the fish. Helps boost the fish back up. Helps them produce the slime coat after all the handling they've been through. And then from there, antibiotics. We like to use. There's three main ones we use here. Anything with nitrofurazone in it. That's a super broad spectrum. And then also kanamycin and erythromycin. So those are the main medications we use here on the farm. The less abrasive, the better on the fish, especially when they're recouping from shipment. So here's a new Cory, guys, that just came in today. So these won't be available yet. But these are the ornate brokies we talked a little bit about, and they're pretty good size. These guys are right at 2 inches. Looking really good. Right next door, we have some leopard frog plecos. Pretty excited to see these back in stock. They're a little washed out, as to be expected, but see them all back there. So those are the leopard frogs. Let's see, got some comments here. Uh, no. So Two Poison asked, at 3 to 4 inches, does unsexed Venustus mean female at 3 to 4 inches? No. So Venustus, we have a lot of those in stock, and they'll be coming out of the pond, and they're pretty crowded. And usually, only the most dominant, bigger males are going to be showing that full color. And for picking purposes and accuracy, we typically offer, unless it's 100% obvious, we only offer male and female. So, being that they're not going to show full color at that size and be 100% obvious, we will not. Sometimes we offer them unsexed at that size. So, no, that does not mean unsexed. And honestly, at that size, there's definitely going to be males showing color. And if that's the case, if you ordered multiple, say you ordered 3 to 4 inch unsexed Venustus, as we're picking, what we're going to do is most likely, if we see an obvious male, we're 100% picking that, and that is going to go in one of your bags. Now, as for the other two, those are going to be completely random, but when given the choice, and we have unsexed fish, but we do see some obvious males, we always try to at least get one for sure male in that order. So if you're ordering unsexed and you definitely 100% want a male, guys, please try to order multiple, because that's going to guarantee that for you. So one other fish I'll show, guys, that we got today. We got a lot more than this. I just don't want to make the whole stream about showing fish that aren't available yet. These are the L25 Scarlet Cactus Plecos. So we have just a couple of these in. You see he's hiding back there, but these are about 9 inches, maybe 10 inches. So we got a couple of these in as well. And they came in really good. They got big fat bellies too, which is not always typical. A lot of these wild plecos we get in on shipments, usually they're real skinny, and they take a really long time to get ready to sell. So pretty happy to see how these guys came in. Yeah, these guys are nice. So we got 3 of those. That's one of them. Let's go look at one other one. Maybe he's in a better position. We can see him a little better. We'll see. So this guy's sitting on the back, so you can see him. And see, look at, he's chunky. Even his belly. This, if I had to guess, I'm not an expert in these plecos, but if I had to guess, this looks like a female. I can't tell right now where she's at and everything, but just judging on the wideness of her body compared to the other ones we have, I'm assuming. But that's another leopard cactus there. So, our scarlet cactus. All right, guys. So that's just a few. I'm gonna cut the contest off right now, guys. So hopefully y'all got your guesses in. Carly's gonna let us know the winners. I'm gonna announce the numbers, and then we're gonna go look at the new building. So let's check them out. We have today's winners. Facebook is 86 and YouTube is 236. So congratulations to whoever our winners were. Carly's going to let us know, and we'll go over that. Do we ever get African river cichlids in? Well, it depends on which river you're talking about. Congo is the biggest one, and yes, we do. And we even breed some. We do have some that should be available soon. We have let me find them for you. One here is the buffalo head cichlid. Yeah, these guys are under quarantine. We're almost out of stock, if not out of stock. So we're not going to talk about these, but let's talk about something that is healthy and probably ready to sell. We have the blue Congo dwarf cichlids, or the Nanochromis paraluis. Here is the name. So these guys are cool. I like these guys a lot. They've been super hardy. They stay smaller. They're not too aggressive. Not too hard to spawn. These guys are pretty cool. We have other types of buffalo heads. So we had the slender buffalo heads we breed here, and there are a few other um, African river fish that we sell. Also, we do have the Calyptera, which does come out of one of the rivers. It does not come from one of the lakes. Also, guys, I don't think we've talked about this, but we had a previous import. These guys are still under quarantine, but we do have some fish that should be available relatively soon. Check this guy out. We got some dragon puffers. So we got a couple of them here. We have some potato puffers. We have the regulars and the reds. These guys should be out of quarantine relatively soon. Love these guys. Look at that grumpy little face. Look at that. Look at that fish. What a goofball. Here we got some red ones. So we got some red potatoes in this tank. Let's see the color difference. Let me see, guys. I am missing all the action. There you go. Let's see. We have some spotted Congos that should be coming out of quarantine relatively soon. And that's what this X represents, guys. If you guys ever see this in our videos, that means those fish are under quarantine for one reason or the other. And then these guys have been the showstoppers. We've had a ton of interest in these. Everybody learned about these guys probably from Aquarium Co-op. These are the Mabu puffers. These guys have been fantastic. They're still under quarantine, but should be available soon. And we only have 9 of them, guys. So we don't have a lot of them. Awesome fish. Really, really cute. Lots of personality. All right. So I'm going to let... Carly, can you... There you go. Sorry about that, Carly. That's my fault. I keep doing that. Sorry, Carly. Sorry, guys. Carly and I were playing a game of pin the comment. So the winners are Jeff Service on Facebook with a guess of 77 and Marcus Hangston with a guess of 220. So guys, go ahead and email us at fish@imperialtropicals.com to claim your $25 gift card. Thanks. Congratulations, guys. It's really nice to be able to give back to you guys. All right, so let's see the progress on the new build. So the lights are off in here. I'll turn them on for you. But I'm pretty excited about this, guys. This is going to be all new breeding area. So we have water in the tanks, guys. Some of them aren't all the way full. There were some leaks. We had to drain them, get them out of the way. But look at the color our water comes in. This is unfiltered water from our well. You could see why sometimes when I'm doing the stream and we had just done water changes, even though some of it's filtered, just how nasty it can look. But yeah, so we have water in these tanks, guys. I am beyond excited. I can't wait to get in here, start getting breeding fish going on in here. Most of what's going on in this room is going to be so temporary. Initially, what we're going to do is we have in the other warehouse, we have we have a rack we're going to be rebuilding. So what we're going to do is we're going to take those fish out of that room and bring them in here temporarily while we rebuild the racks in the original warehouse. We have a rack in there that is welded. It's made out of steel, and we just don't like how it looks. We don't like how the tanks sit on it. So we're going to rebuild another rack just like this inside. And then once that's finished, we're going to take the fish back out of here, put them back in the other warehouse, and then it's game on. Then we're going to start getting fish in here to breed. We got a lot of new tetras we're going to try to breed. We got a lot of just a lot of new fish we've been saving back for breeders. A lot of apistos, tetras, discus, a lot of stuff. You can see here, these tanks with the blue backgrounds, these are all for the warehouse. So we're going to be replacing the tanks in the warehouse with these new ones with the blue backgrounds. So we're getting there, guys. It's super exciting. Let me turn you guys around here. There's a little cart set up here. Let's see how this looks. Our photographer's been doing some filming here, some time lapses of this all coming together. So you guys could see there just kind of how it's looking, how it's coming along. This is one rack. So far there's two, and it looks like we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 racks. There's room for 9, but I believe one of the channels or ditches that we have made is going to be for our water filtration system. So that's going to be good. So any last minute questions, guys, before we go? Looking forward to the Epistos. Me too. Pastor David for sure. Zen Aquatics, I would love to have some of the tanks in the warehouse to be black. Luckily, all these breeding tanks got black backgrounds. You guys know just as much as I do how much that really helps the fish stand out, and you can see their color a lot better. But for whatever reason, we went with the original blue in the first warehouse. So it's a kind of your classic fish store blue, and it's not the end of the world. It works pretty well, but for some fish, it kind of washes them out. So let's see. Oops. Turn the camera off on you guys. Let's see, guys. Some people can see what you and I, yeah, Zen Aquatics. Let's see, guys. We got any last minute things here. Y'all going to sell the old tanks? No, we reuse pretty much everything around here. Actually, I think the old tanks might be coming into here, or maybe on the other side of the farm where we have the other breeding room. The other original breeding room, all the softwater fish in that room are going to come into this new room. And also that room has still one section that needs new tanks. So what I think is going to happen is we'll reuse those tanks in the old breeding room. So that's the plan with those. Okay, so Zen had a good question. This is going to be the last thing I answer. He's asking, how is my personal big true parrot cichlid doing? So he's about 8 inches, and it was about like 7 inches. He just became a total destroyer of the tank. So 7 to 8 inches is when my personal true parrot cichlid just decided it was time to kill everybody, and he was ready to spawn. That's including a female that he was fine with for years, some catfish, and just anything else in the tank he just beat up. So if you guys are into those, just know that they can get very aggressive, but definitely a very cool fish. Worth having, but just be careful on the tank mates. So that's going to be it for today, guys. I appreciate it. We'll catch you guys next. I won't be here next week. Maybe you might see Mike Drotti doing the live next week. And if not, maybe when I come back the following week, I can do a live stream midweek. We'll see about that. But guys, it's bright out here. So hope you guys have a good weekend. Have a good rest of your next week. Be sure to check out, if you're into peacocks and haps, check out the website. We have very limited fish right now. They've been selling out like crazy. So we are going to restock our website. You guys saw some of the fish we restocked, but there's more than that. So, and there's more coming up every day. So be sure to check that out. Be sure to check out the sales page. It drops in just about 20 minutes or so. And yeah, so you guys have a good one, and we will see you later. Bye.